So I hear it all the time. Hear it all the time. George, I'm going to lock in. 2025, I'm going to lock in on my fitness. George, 2025, I'm about to lock in on my goals, whether that be financially, lock in, get me a nice girl, that I fuck with, right? Lock in and start that business or shoot content, whatever the case may be. They always say it. And it's always at the beginning of the year. I hear it the most at the beginning of the year. I'm going to lock in, bro. I'm going to lock in. Because they feel like since it's the beginning of the new year, it's the starting of a new chapter in their life. And in a way, I kind of can see that. But you guys have to understand, or you have to understand watching. Locking in, like truly locking in on what you want, is a lot harder than what you think. Okay? Because when you truly are locking in on what you want, right? Like anything in life, fitness, financial, spiritual, relationship-wise, you are going to have to literally be at a point where you do not care what other people think about you, right? Or expect other people are going to treat you a certain way and comment in a certain way towards you that may be negative because you're choosing yourself and choosing your success over their approval. Like in 2024, right? When I was trying to, really lock in on my goals, right? I failed a lot. And the reason why was because I had a lot of things I was worried about in the present, right? I was worried about, okay, if I don't finish this, then I'm going to have to work longer. And if I work longer, then I'm not going to be able to hang out with my girl. If I work longer, then I'm not going to be able to... I'm not going to be able to go see my dad. I'm not going to be able to, hang out. I'm not going to be able to do this. All the stuff in the present. And this is the thing about locking in that's so hard, right? You have to surrender, right, the current moment, right? Like literally, you have to surrender the current moment for long-term success. And that's honestly a lot harder. It's a lot easier said than done, right? Because there's many times like, I wanted to get my steps back, about a year ago. And I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to be in the gym for extra, for super long. And if I'm in the gym super long, then, my girl's gonna, she gonna call me up. She's gonna be all mad, blah, blah, blah. And that was something on the back of my mind that was always there. So it made me anxious and a little bit more stressed out. It made me more resistant to the work. Okay. And that may be something that you're currently in right now. It's very hard for you to surrender that current moment so that you can achieve that future you, that future outcome. And that's what you're going to have to do to achieve your goal in 2025, whether that's to get jacked like me or to, drive a better car or to move into your first apartment or into, get that girl that you always wanted. You're going to have to surrender the current moment and surrender current pleasures that you want to have for that future outcome, for that future pleasure. You're always delaying gratification. In fitness sense, if you want to get jacked with abs, you're going to have to turn down those snacks that you really want to eat, right? Like for me, my shit is donuts. I love donuts, right? But the donuts was fucking me up. You probably don't know, but eating a 12 pack of donuts is 3,000 calories. And I would be killing like at least 6, right? In one day. So I ate pretty much about 1,600 calories on top of all the other things that I was eating throughout the day. So I was easily eating over 3,000 calories a day, right? So no wonder I was picking up fat and my weight kept on going up and down, right? If you want to get ahead financially, that's going to require you to do more work in the moment instead of you going out. Or instead of going out, you get some sleep so that you can get up for that shift in the morning. Right? And that's hard to do. Like, that's honestly hard to do. Surrendering the current moment, right? Because we have the present for a future outcome that may not happen. And that's why it's so hard to lock in. That's the main thing, right? It's the people around you what they might say about you. They might call you weird. They might not understand you, right? The second thing is surrendering the current moment, right? That's hard to do too, because you're giving up your pleasure in the moment for a future pleasurable moment that may not happen. Right? And then the last thing that makes locking in so hard, the community that you're in, the people you're around. That's what really makes it hard too. Like, people really want to look past that. Like, I said something one time. I said the reason why you can't lose that fat ass gut is because you keep on hanging around your fat ass friends. And when I said that on TikTok, a lot of people got mad. It's like, oh no, that's some asshole shit. No, my friends, they support me, blah, blah, blah. I was an asshole. I messaged those people a year later, right after I posted that. And I was like, hey man, did you lose that weight? Never responded. So that just told me, because I've been doing this a long time, that told me that they didn't make any changes. Because the people that you're around will really impact how you think. They will impact what you do. They will impact your wallet, because if you have friends that's going out all the time, then you're going to spend some money to hang out with them. Duh, right? They're going to impact your belief system. So if you think that you're going to be able to lock in when you're around a whole bunch of other motherfuckers that are locked the fuck out, like they can't lock in for shit, what do you think you're going to do? You're going to go through that negotiation process when things get hard. Because like when things get hard, there's this super negotiation process, like a super resistance, right? To the uncomfort. Damn, I don't have to get up this early. No, I don't gotta, do that workout. Blah, blah, blah. So-and-so ain't doing it. My man's right here ain't doing it. He all right. So yeah, I ain't gotta do it, bro. Right? You might have a friend, right? You might be like, damn, bro, like I literally gotta get up in the morning and go do this workout. But your boy that's supposed to be locked in with you, he's saying like, hey man, yeah, man, we about to go to the club and get some drinks. You trying to come? You trying to slide? Now you got a decision to make. Right? Tell my friend no, right? So that I can get up and, get in better shape for the future, or that may not happen. Or, go with him and get short-term pleasure, but long-term agony. That's why locking in is so hard. It's not easy to do because of those three things. Because people just tell me all the time, all I got to do is lock in. All I got to do is lock in. All I got to do is lock in. Bro, you don't even have the environment to fucking lock in. You don't even have the environment. You don't even have the habits. You don't even have the system, the strategy to even lock in. To lock in, like if you want me to be brutally honest, to lock in, you have to say no to a lot of shit and be misunderstood for a very long time by people that you're probably not even going to fuck with, right, in the next 5 to 10 years. That's the cost of locking in on yourself, because when you lock in, you have to be locked in for more than 2 weeks, more than 3 weeks, more than 2 months, more than 4 months. This is a continual process of being locked in and doing the same thing. And honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. Locking in sometimes is boring as fuck. Like I get up, do the same workouts every day, and I'll be bored as fuck in the gym, yawning and shit. Oh, like, man, this is shit boring as fuck. Same lat pull down, same bent over row, same curl. It's boring, bro. Locking in is boring. Especially if you have to do it on your own. Now, if you have a group of friends who are truly locked in and committed with you, it might be a little bit more pleasurable, but don't get attached. Like, let's say that you do have a group of friends. One thing that I fucked up with, if you do have a group of friends that you're locked in with, expect that they'll fall off and be okay. And don't be so attached to if they go, to the gym or not, or don't be so attached if they're working or not. Because if you're attached to what they do, you're going to be a slave to, you're a slave to them. Because if they don't go to the gym, you ain't going to go. If they not working, you not working. If they going out, you going out. Because you're going off of what they're doing. That's why I don't like when people say, hey bro, whatever you on, bro, whatever you on, I'm on. I don't like motherfuckers like that because they're down for anything. And you have to stand for something as a man in order for you to achieve something. You have to stand on your shit. Like I remember this one story. It was me, my ex, and my roommate, right? And we were all going, like, they wanted Qdoba and I wanted Chipotle. And I'm like, there's like, yeah, Chipotle is so nasty, blah, 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 blah. There's some fucking liars. Chipotle is the best shit in the world. If you want to argue me to death, argue with me in the comments, but Chipotle is the best shit. So it was Qdoba and Chipotle. And they was like, no, Qdoba is so much better. It has so much variety, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, well, I don't know what y'all gonna do, but I'm driving to Chipotle, right? And Qdoba's out the way. I'm not going there. And it was like, and it was like literally 2 against 1. I'm like, and they was like, why are you not going to Chipotle? Why you not going to Qdoba? Why are you not going to Qdoba? I'm like, and they was like trying to convince me. I'm like, no, I have my mind made up. We're going to Chipotle. It's right here. Right? But if I didn't stand on any, and that's just a short version of it, like, and they respected it. They was like, fuck, like, you know, he stand on his shit. Right? They was mad in the moment because they had to get Chipotle, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. But you have to be someone that stands on shit. You have to be someone that stands on shit, and you have to be like, have these set of habits that you do every single day, no matter what. And no matter what no one tells you, no matter what your friends do, no matter how you're perceived, no matter how long it takes, you need to keep on doing these habits over and over and over and over again. Because those habits are going to compound over time, and it's going to help you build the life that you want. People are so into investing in wealth, investing in the stock market, right? But they're not really invested in themselves. They would rather invest into a stock market, right? That has no guarantee, right? But put their money in there to possibly be a millionaire in 20 years instead of, investing into themselves and going into the gym every day and building compound interest on themselves. Because that's all it is. Building muscle is compound interest. That's why a lot of the best people in business are in shape, because it's the same shit. It's the same shit. All right. It literally is. If you go into the gym, you're going to pretty much do the same workouts, eat the same shit all the time, drink the same protein powder. It's all the same. Right? These fucking influencers doing these dumbass combo exercises, this 425 shit, where people are doing all these biking classes and shit. They're still fat as hell. They're still not in shape. Look at it. All the people that do those cycling classes, they're not jacked. They're not in good shape. Okay, let's just be real. Because they're not mastering the basics. They're not doing those things. But that's besides the point. My point is, right? In order to lock in, right, you have to stand on whatever it is that you have to do every single day and not care how you're perceived. You cannot care. You cannot be attached to your environment. You might have to disassociate from your environment. Like, there's certain people I would not get around. I will not go around anymore, specifically because I know if I get around them, they're going to just talk about drinking alcohol and doing drugs. That's it. They're going to try to peer pressure me into drinking 5 to 10 shots. And that's not a friend. That's not a friend. Because why the fuck do you want me to get so fucked up where I can barely drive? Right? So I don't roll like that. Right? And then last but not least, if you can't surrender the current moment for, like what I always like to tell myself is this. Right? And you can take it too. I'm going to sacrifice today for a better tomorrow. I'm going to do what's hard today, right? So that tomorrow can just be a little bit easier. And to be honest, life doesn't get easier. Losing weight, building muscle doesn't get easier. You just get better. Locking in does not get easy. You just get better at being able to lock in while you have certain distractions. Now, when I say that you have to cut everybody off just to lock in, at first, you might have to, all right? At first, you might really have to cut off everybody to lock in. But then once you stay locked in for so long, you're going to attract the right people, and they're going to be locked in with you, which is a good thing. But also, most importantly, you'll learn how, right, you'll learn how to lock in, right, while having certain distractions around you, so then it won't phase you. It won't throw you off your path, right? I have a lot of clients, right, that the second that their routine is inconvenienced, they fall off. And that's because they never stay disciplined for so long that it just becomes a part of who they are. Right? Like with me, I can go on a vacation for a week straight. If some of you motherfuckers were to go on a vacation for a week straight, you wouldn't go to the gym for the next 6 months. Or if you did, it would be very inconsistent. Super inconsistent, right? But me, if I were to go on a vacation with my girl for a week, first I'd work out. But let's just say I didn't work out. Right? Let's just say I was like, fuck it, babe, I'm going to just not work out. Right? Which will never happen. But let's just say it did. I would literally lock in that the second that we hop off that plane, right? As long as it's in the morning, I'm going to the gym right after that. Second the plane lands, I'm back in attack mode. Second, I'm back in Detroit, right? I'm back in attack mode. I'm back in grind mode. But it would take you guys so much longer, right? You would need that whole day. Then you would need the next day. Then you would need your schedule to all line up, and then you're locking it. That's too long, bro. That's too long. Too long. So if you want to lock in 2025, right? You're going to have to be able to do those things. I would recommend that you do this. You get around the right people. Right? The right people, right? That's going to shape your mindset and keep you on track long enough so that this becomes a lifestyle for you, so that you can literally do it on your own. And it feels like you don't even feel right without it. Right? So I recommend that. Get around a group of people that's going to motivate you and inspire you. Do whatever you're going to do as literally every day, right? Literally do what you're going to do every day. Like if you're trying to get in shape, work out every day. It doesn't mean lift weights every day. That just means be active every day. You can get your steps every day. You don't have to physically lift weights, but you can get steps and do core, right? Do that. Not care what people say about you and be okay with being misunderstood, right? And be okay and willing and understand that you're not missing out on shit. You going out is you're gonna wish you're at home. Once you go out, right? You're gonna wish you were back at home anyway. Just know that. You're not going to want to be there that long. So just know that you're not missing out on shit. And you're saving money. So that's how you're going to lock the fuck in 2025. All right? You're going to lock in because you're going to understand that in order for me to get the results that I want, I have to sacrifice today for a better tomorrow. I need to get around the right people. And I need a fucking strategy, okay? And the right habits in order to get me to my outcome. So my coaching program, my fitness coaching program will get you there and get you fucking jacked. All you have to do is DM me fit on IG and I'll help you out.